God, you're going to be challenged. If you're going to be challenged, you're going to come to know God. The last sermon touched me greatly. Thank you very much, Scott Lamb. The art of suffering. For too long, in the last 10 years, I would say I've been caught up in my suffering quite a bit. But suffering was a pleasure for a lot of my life, in that I came to know God quite significantly. And to be reminded now of the art of suffering is very, very important. Um, I will say that if you are aware that God already knows you're suffering, then you don't need to make your identity about suffering. But at the same time, if you don't address those things that you're suffering from, then you won't be released and freed from them. So say it with confidence that your God does know you and know your suffering, and understand that Christ came and was rejected by all. He was laughed at, he was mocked, he was misunderstood, and all of those things are true when someone's suffering, because our suffering is unique. It's not, so, although suffering is universal, one man's suffering can never be comprehended by another person other than by God, God's own self. So, the art of suffering. How to be obedient with your suffering. When you reach for those things which are harmful to you, or those self-destructive behaviors, which I am surely guilty of, you heap suffering on suffering, and it becomes a loop that never ends. So Christ is the way, the truth, the life. He suffered obediently and never made it about his own self, and connected with the world's suffering in his suffering on the cross. Amen. By his stripes we are healed.
Amen.